How is it going? Okay, 5 of those. We're gonna do what else? What else? We got Latin taco. Let's do some of those. Some of the Latin tacos. Mm, what other gifts should we do? Hmm. Ooh, they got a toucan. 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 I think that's okay. Let's change one of those. Toucan. Toucan. Mm. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. Ooh. Trying to get this top off. Woke up this morning with my mind. Robert, welcome in. Jill, good morning to you. Welcome in, YouTube. How is everybody doing today? Akeem, welcome in. How is everybody doing? How you feeling? Bubs, how's it going? How are you all? Fred, welcome in. How you doing, Gerald? Akeem, how's it going? How are you all? Good morning to you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope y'all got some good rest. And you feeling good today? Little skip, the little short story, little video. Thank you, Typer. Thank you for the compliment on my hair. Physics bro made that. Donald Guff, how you doing? How long is my hair? Can you see? You're discontent? What's wrong? Thank you for the heart me, Typer. Thank you, Sir Harrison. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for stopping by. 13, how you doing? It's nice to meet you too, Randy. Welcome in. Smoking Dragon, how are you? Good morning. Chicken on biscuits, how are you? How's everybody doing today? How you feeling? Happy Monday. Good morning. It's August 17th. It is August 17th. My eyes. The Gooch, welcome in. How is everybody today? Shirley, how you doing? Beautiful. Darren, welcome in. Superfan Mike, how you doing, darling? How's it going? Thank you, Darren. Tyrone, good morning to you. Brent, welcome in. A house tour of my tiny house. Bill John, thank you for the compliment. You have a request? Okay. Tyrone, thank you for the heart man. Brent, thank you for the heart man. You gotta hydrate? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Tate. Yeah, Smoking Dragon, make sure you drink water. Eat you some fruit. Just Mike, not super fan. Okay. I got it. Thank you, Andrew. You doing good, Shirley? Thank you, Tate. What about Mike with the red shirt? Mike with the muscles. Can I do Mike with the red shirt, Mike with the muscles? How about I do Mike with the muscles? Can I do that one? Thank you, Andrew. The temperature, I don't know, but it's gonna be hot. The sun, no, it's not the sun. The sun will age you. They think I bought, oh, okay. I understand. No, Mike didn't buy no type of mod power. Mike is a mod because he got the gift of discernment, and he tough, and he plays no games, and he aggressive. And he got big muscles. 13 said, I'm super fan, Brent. Deacon, how's it going? It's 83 then. Skip what anyone thinks. I understand. Because I think because I guess, I don't know why. His name pops up like that. And I think I'm only referred to him like, I don't do it all the time, but I do say super fan Mike. But I can understand. But yeah, I don't want anybody thinking. That would bother me too. I don't want anybody thinking that he bought his mod powers. You're super weird. Matu, welcome in. Good morning to you. Life with Sports, good morning to you, friend. My mods did not buy their powers. It was earned. Good morning to you, Life with Sports. How you doing, sir? You have a good weekend? Meditation, welcome in. How's it going today? Brent. And not unless you send it to the group message, but what happened with the fight at the funeral? Look at me being nosy. What happened? What happened with the fight? Did I say you were muted? No, I don't think so. Physics bro, welcome in, Mr. Ambassador. Good morning to you. How you doing today? There's a bunch of bumblebees flying around here. To the group chat. Okay. Mr. Friend, good morning. Okay, Mr. Friend, I hope you have a good day. Something is poking me, or I don't know, on my side. How you doing, Physics bro? How you feeling today? Okay, Physics bro, I'll see you. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Oh, thank you, Mike. That's so sweet of you. I do how they think, move about Terry. Thank you, Mike. That's very considerate of you. Dita, how you doing? Welcome in. ¿Cómo estás? There is zero clouds in the sky. It's just like a powder blue, no clouds whatsoever. That means it's gonna be hot today. Vision, welcome in. Oh. ¿Cómo estás, Tita? Oh, they can skip all the skip all the way to Skip. So, did you guys see the Major Life? How are you? Welcome in. Did you guys see the little episode of the Queendom of Tabbyland? I gotta come up with another plot. What happens? Who is that person that approaches the throne? ¿Tu chichi tiene gripa? Oh, ¿quién es Chichi? Styles Music. ¿Quién es Chichi? Dita. Brent, thank you for liking the live. Yeah, I gotta come up with another plot. What's episode 2 gonna be like? I don't know about this. The black guys always die first in these films. That's not gonna happen in Tyreland. It's not gonna be none of that. Okay, who's approaching the throne? No tengo gripe. Me siento bien. Me siento bien. Check out Styles Music. Okay. On what platform? It's long. Thomas, welcome in. No, I'm visiting my family. My family don't live in the woods. So I gotta come out of the woods and act like a normal person. It does happen from time to time. No, no tengo. Me siento bien, bien cansada, pero bien. Me ando bien. Mis niñas están bien. Mis padres están bien. Todos están bien. My album Still Chill on Spotify. Okay. I get my royalties on the back end. Dummy boy, I appreciate you. I have 2 mods though. They in the chat. Who is it approaching the throne? We gotta figure it out. Who from Thailand can we put a person? I'm not Habisha. I'm not Dominican. I'm mixed. I'm not Habisha. I'm not Dominican. I'm from Texas. I'm in America. I think it's maybe my long hair and my skin tone why people think I'm Habisha, but I don't think my features look like that. Desmond, how you doing? Tan color Paul Newman, how are you? Aaron, welcome in. How you doing, Desmond? How you feeling today? The wasp have made another nest that we gotta knock down. Yeah, I got 2 mods. They do an excellent job. I got this on my website called Ambiguous Girl. You can blend in anywhere. I'm doing good, Aaron. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. Grand rising to you, David. I'm doing good, Desmond. I'm good. I'm doing very, very good. I got a decent amount of sleep last night. Okay, Styles. I hope you have a lovely day, and thank you for the follow. Thank you, Mike. Jalaya, welcome in. It's gonna be hot, very, 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 extremely hot this week. Extremely hot this week. I'm praying that the numbers come down a bit because it's gonna be way too hot. Today is gonna be a high of 104. Tomorrow 105, Wednesday 106, Thursday 106, Friday 108, Saturday 104. Oh, they've come down a little bit. Sunday is gonna be 108. That's here. Let's look at the temp at the tiny house. We got a heat advisory today. It will be 105. Tomorrow 106. Friday will be 109. Sunday will be 109. That's not too bad. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Where are you going to get to this morning? What do you mean, Aaron? That makes me, I worry because I haven't been home to, when I went, when did I go? When I went Sunday, I forgot to put out water for the little critters. So that means they're going to be thirsty. They got to find water elsewhere. What am I going to get into? Oh, I don't have much planned today. I don't got much planned today. What about you? Today's Monday. I don't want to do nothing on a Monday. Just the regular stuff. Thank you, Desmond, for the heart me. Jabibi, I see you. What temp measurement are you using? I mean, it's not as bad as it was going to be. That's not as bad as it was going to be. If the numbers were higher, like 110. AC going to call the police on me. Yeah, Fahrenheit. Today 105, tomorrow 106, Wednesday 107, Friday 109. Did I pray this morning? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Did you pray? Positivity and progression towards all. Thank you, Christopher. Yeah, I'm using Fahrenheit. Why is it that in America we use Fahrenheit and everywhere else we use Celsius? Does anywhere else use Fahrenheit? Even our metric system is different. Well, let me look up the temperature down there. Oh, you guys, today we're gonna be a high of 98. Yeah, you guys are pretty. How is it cooler down there? They say that where I am, North Texas, has like a heat cap over it. Yeah, they say it's like a heat cap up here. It's ridiculous. Well, I'm glad you guys won't be struggling down there. Thank you, Desmond, for the love and sin. Charles, how's it going? How you feeling? DFW has actual air temperatures, higher air temperature during peak summer because it sits in further inland, meaning it lacks a major temperature moderating maritime breezes and heavy moisture influence from the Gulf of Mexico. The slightly cap. Aw. How you doing, Charles? How's your grandbaby? Did she start school? You grilling? High pressure bubble, something like that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're closer to the Gulf. I'm telling you guys, that's my motivation for looking for land. Trying to find land is this heat. I cannot stand the heat. It is dreadful. Summertime is dreadful. She in school? Summertime, Texas summertime make me sad. How you been, Charles? How's the heat over there? Maxino, welcome in. Why you not at work, Target? Targeted Grill, why you not at work? I am working. Mike, thank you for the heart name. Go ahead. I got time today. How are you? I'm doing good, Maxino. Oh, you didn't even get a chance. See ya. Mike said, nope, we're not doing that today. Absolutely not. Steamboat, how's it going? If you come in even looking like you about to do something, Mike's like, nah, you gotta go. Thank you, Charles. Look at the toucan. Thank you, Charles, for the laughing taco and the toucan. Thank you for the gift. That was pretty cool. That's a cool one. Thank you, Charles, for the vintage flight. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. His name alone showed he was a loser, but nothing new. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate the gifts. Debbie M., where are you at that is Father's Day? Where are you from that is Father's Day over there? Charles, thank you for the Go Popular. Lonnie, welcome in. If it was Tita, he would have got kicked for the name off rip. It's so hot up here. It is so hot. Charles, how your grandbaby? How her school year going so far? She liking it? How's it going for her? I see why you bike so late. Yeah. Because of the heat. So like the girls, they go for a walk at like 7:30, and even then it's still pretty hot outside. But they can't. I don't want them walking in the dark, so they walk to the park, hang out for about an hour, they walk back. But yeah, I couldn't. I've tried to take them during the day, and it's just so hot. It's way too hot. And but also too, there's not cars on the road. I don't have to worry about cars so much. I can feel a little bit more relaxed. I told her if she start acting up, I was gonna come to her school and do security. What'd she say? D-Wave, how you doing? Joseph, how's it going? Last night I rode for a couple hours because I took Yo-Yo out on the bike, and then anytime I get close back to the house, she's like, "We going home?" I'm like, "No, Yo-Yo, I'm just riding by." So I gotta take her out for a good bit, and I gotta take Yaya out for a good bit. How you doing, Mr. Friend? It was July. Maybe somewhere else, Aiden, in another country is Father's Day. She said, no. If you act up, I'm gonna come to your school and do security. I hope she has a good year, a good school year. That's so funny. When you guys were in school, did you enjoy school? Like, how was it for you when it was time to go back to school after summer break? You just retired from doing high school, so you're serious. You're serious. He's like, no. What'd your grandbaby call you? Pawpaw? Grandpa? Granddaddy? That's so funny. Yeah, she's like, no. Pop. Aw. I love school, K through 12 and college. I hated school for the most part, bullied a lot. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Friend. You want me to go beat them people up? I had friends, but I was a loner. I was always a loner, but I had friends. And I could usually spot the people that were going to be my friends. People, there were a few times they wanted to bully me, but then they got to know me and they're like, nah, you cool. Why is it when a person's quiet into themselves, other people want to mess with them? Mike said, Charles, how you have any nerves left? Big Legs High School. Wow. Yeah, that's true. How you have any nerves left? Dealing with them kids, especially high school kids, they so disrespectful. High school was racist bullies. Second high school, it was my own. God, that's horrible. I'm so sorry, Mr. Friend. That saddens me that that was your experience. Thank you, Mike, for the laughing taco. Hi, I see videos online of these teachers dealing with these kids. Now I know sometimes a teacher can be a certain way too, but I don't think people are teaching their children this is an adult and you be respectful as long as the adult is not harming you or doing anything to you. You can't just freshman, sophomore. Then she transferred into Ohio. Yeah, kids can be the biggest bullies. And the thing about it, like when we were growing up, if you had a bully, you just had to deal with it at school. And maybe if they lived in your area, but you could kind of escape it when you went home. But nowadays, because of social media and stuff like that, the bullying is online. Not only will you get bullied at school, but also online. You go home like there's no escaping it. Yeah, you're right. Adults can be bitter jerks too. Yeah, them bullies grow up to be adults. Yeah, I think it is. D Nice, how's it going? People have to teach their kids to be nice. But if you are a bully, you're gonna teach your kid to be a bully too. That's the thing. If you're not a good person and you have kids, well, you're gonna teach your children not to be good people too. I saw a video the other day. You haven't seen me? I'm here every day, twice a day. Be nice. I don't know what day this is. Day 500 and I don't know, 16, 17, 18. I don't know, 6, 7. I don't like social media, YouTube as far as I go for social media. I can understand that. I saw a video of a woman. Is one woman and the son. I guess she had just pulled up at her home, and there was another woman. She was walking up the driveway with her son, and the woman that was walking up the driveway with her son, she said, can I talk to you? Your son has been bullying my son. And the woman, where she was at her house, she said, baby, what he been telling you? He said, well, man, he makes fun of my shoes. He talks about my clothes and stuff. And the woman said, I'm a single mother. I'm trying the best I can. I can't afford certain things, but I'm trying. And the mama looked at the son. She said, you been doing that? And he had on some Jordans. The mama said, take them off. Take them off. She made her son give the other boy she was bullying his shoes. And then the shoes that the boy that was being bullied had on, she said, give him your shoes. He gonna wear those. Put them on. And she said, you wait right here. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna give you some of his clothes. She said, because you know where we came from. And we just barely got in that space where we have something and you wanna make fun of somebody else. She said, you just wait. He was mad too. He had to give up them Jordans. As adults, it's not so much bullying as it is harboring resentment, and we make others pay for it. You saw that video with the shoes? Most kids nowadays just be on YouTube watching things they shouldn't. So then, no. I don't like the bullying. I don't like that bullying. Yeah, she handled it well. You want to make fun of somebody else? When you didn't even buy those shoes, I bought those shoes for you and you want to talk about somebody else? Yeah. Neighbor, how you doing? I have seen videos where I saw a video where it was a guy, another little girl was bullying his daughter, and he tried to have a meeting with the dad, and the bullying didn't stop, so he beat up the dad. And he made a video. He's like, "I'm sorry you had to see your dad get beat up, but since can't nothing happen to you, your daddy, it got to happen to your daddy, and he should have stopped you. So now maybe you'll think twice about bullying my daughter, putting your hands on my daughter, because you seen your daddy get beat up." You saw that video too. Rev, how you doing? Good morning to you. Him and his friends jumped the dad. Adult bullies are weak people. Adult past experience jealousy. Kids now. Yeah. How young Jeb? How you doing? Everything is good. We talking about bullies today. I'm feeling well. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I mean, different reasons for access kids versus adults now. Yeah. Some people though, they haven't ever. I've seen this in my own life dealing with certain difficult people. Kids have to be, they have to learn right from wrong at a young age. And if they're never told no, if they never have to face the consequences to their actions, they will grow up and still be like that, expecting their way, acting like they're gonna get their way, and just be in a certain way. And they carry that into adulthood. And you can see, we've all seen this, like your parents did not tell you no. You got your way all the time. My family is good. They're doing well. But yeah, if you have to, your kids have to learn to face, they have to know that if you do something, there's a consequence for it. And if they don't learn that at a young age, when the consequences are kind of minimal or minor, then you run the risk of them becoming an adult and doing more serious things that have huge like consequences. We're Christ followers. I'm a Christ follower. Thank you for sharing though. We do Bible reading every Sunday and Wednesday night. If you want to come back and hang out with us, just call you Johnny. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Johnson, for the compliment. Yeah, I'm a Christ follower. We're not everyone here, but I'm a Christ follower. A few of us are, and we do Bible reading. Charles, thank you for liking the live. Charles, I don't know how you deal with the kids though. Security, these kids nowadays, they feel like they can put their hands on you. If my mom was a teacher and I seen somebody trying to fight my mom, I would be mad. Like my mom is over the youth group at her church, and some of the little kids, they're high school age, they try to give my mom a hard time. I went to her little church function, and I was looking at all the kids, and I'm like, this little dude giving my mama a hard time. It is like, really? I was just looking like, you gotta be kidding. I remember you, Johnny. I still remember you. No. She is over the youth at her church. And okay. My mom's over the youth at her church. They can still catch these holy hands, church function or not. My mom is over the youth at her church. She has a guy that's helping her, but I feel like he is kind of undermining my mom because some of the stuff that she tells me, and I'm like, that's not right. And my mom used to have a great relationship with the kids, but since he came in, and from what I'm understanding is he doesn't really discipline the kids. Like, so there's two kids. It's a boy and a girl, and they're like 13, 14. Well, they do a lot of PDA. And Jesus, how are you? Thank you. And my mom said, hey, don't be all hugged up at church. You can't do that. Yes, I'm Christian. Don't be all hugged up. You can't do that. And they're like, well, my parents don't have a problem with it. And my mom's like, well, that's fine, but you still can't do that. You're in a public setting. You're at church. Don't do that. Do you see any of the adults behaving that way? Just don't do that while you're here. And my mom tried to talk to the parents, and the parents were like, oh, we'll handle it. Nothing changed. Well, now they're upset with my mom, and the boy wrote my mom a letter, and it's like, you don't have no right to be interfering with our relationship. And I was looking at the boy the other day. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And instead of the guy that's supposed to be helping my mom with the youth group, he just kind of like he tells my mom that she's a bully because she told him, like, you can't be doing that at church. Like, he doesn't try to set boundaries. He wants to be their friend. Now, this is something that is alarming that he told some of the other church members. He was talking about the youth group, and he's like, yeah, I have those kids eating out of my hand. And I'm like, you do realize that's not right, mama, right? He said, he would talk about the youth group. He said, yeah, I had those kids eating out of my hand. So that shows that it's intentional. And I don't know, it has been giving my mom so much stress. And I'm like, why is nobody, people see it, and I don't know if the pastor is doing anything about it, but it's irritating me because my mom had to deal with that. And instead of them working together, he's just like, why would he say that? Yeah, she does need to watch him. Common decency and sense is hard to get if a kid's parents don't teach it. Yeah, I agree. Scobie, how's it going? Thank you, Johnny. I don't know. Pickle Rick, how's it going? But my mom, it causes her to second guess herself. She'll call me, she'll be like, do you think I was wrong, or do you think I shouldn't have said that? I'm like, no, mama. You are well within your right. Like, no. And it upsets me because it's like, she's not doing anything wrong. She's not being unfair. She's not being mean. She's just saying, hey, we at church. There's a code of conduct. You can't be doing certain things. And she had no backup. He's just constantly undermining her. You doing okay? Happy Monday to you. But I don't know. Corona Crusher, how's it going? My mom says that he spends time with certain kids. Like, he tries to get close to certain kids, boys in the group. And I told my mom, I said, you gotta watch that. Now, it could just be, but he's not married, he doesn't have kids. That has nothing, that's not an issue. But it's something there. I don't know what it is. It's something there. Certain people undermine him. I like to see them. That's how I feel in the mod meetings. How you doing, Og? DP Doggy. How are you? Welcome in. He's referred to as a groomer. DJ C Money, welcome in. Do you think life is real? I think so. I think so. Life is real. Sometimes it may not feel that way. There's a lot of rules and stuff we gotta follow in this on this earth, you know. Oh, Sensei, how you doing? You have some good news? Is it about your cousin? He might be cancer free. I remember you telling us the past few times that your cousin might be cancer free. EJB, welcome in. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. I'm happy to hear it. Since your mother works with youth, she's referred to as a reporting employee. I'm actually not very good at English, but I'm trying to learn. I appreciate you, Young Jed. Thank you, Johnny. EJB, thank you for the heart me. Thank you, Dane. How's it going, Mr. Flowers? Welcome in. How you feeling today? How you feeling today? Healing, welcome in. Roosevelt, how's it going? I don't know. I know she's constantly having to have meetings with the pastor. And I feel like she doesn't have any support. Charles, thank you for liking the live. So I don't know. Donald, good morning to you. Thank you for the heart me. She sees something shady she needs to report it. She does say something, but they don't always listen to her. And she just prays. She's like, whatever he's doing, she's like, I pray it would be revealed. She speaks up, but it's like if no one's listening. Now, some of the other members of the church, they say, they see certain things and they comment, but nothing is really happening. And Joseph, how's it going? Tony, welcome in. Yeah, my mom she will say something. She has said something. She's not one to shy from speaking her mind or saying how she feels or just, saying what needs to be said. But, yeah. So at my mom's church, it's a lot of older people, a lot of elderly people. It's not a whole lot of people my age. It's not a lot of people like around our age group or 30s, really 20s. It's like teenagers, a group of teenagers, kids, and then it's like elderly people. And I told my mom, I was like, that's a problem, where is that? Why is there such a gap? And the people in her church, they're if they don't get some younger people in there, I don't see how it's gonna make it. But the only thing about it is her pastor, they control everything, they run everything, and they want things ran a certain way, so it doesn't leave room for like change or just progression. And new people come, but I don't think they stick around because there's no like room for any change or just for other people's ideas and stuff. Like, I feel like they're kind of set on doing things a certain way, and when people try to bring in ideas or implement other things, it's like, no, we want to do it this way. Have 21 no, but is what's called a Foursquare church. I know what that means, but I don't know everything that entails. Like one of those. It don't have, it don't got 20 words, but it's a very, I would say this is a very conservative. They talk a lot about politics during service. A lot about politics during service. They talk a lot about politics during service. That is brought up a lot. Corey, how you doing? But I give it to my mom. She trying to hang in there. My stepdad, that's, he's respected. He likes going to the church. My mom hanging in there. So all I can do is just pray for her. Well, gift on the fried fish. Fried fish? Charles, thank you for liking the live. Marvino, how you doing? Welcome in. Liz, how you doing today? How's it going? Dirty Harry, welcome in. Giannis, how you doing today, Giannis? Smuffins. Alright guys, we gotta figure out the episode 2 for the Queendom of Thailand. Who's under the little cloak? Thank you, Dirty Harry, for the compliment. Younger, we changed churches maybe 2 to 3 times, same kind of reasons. We went to quite a few churches when I was a kid. For a while, we didn't have a church home, so my mom, we would go visit a church somebody would. Yeah, I'm live streaming. I'm on TikTok and YouTube. I told you guys, right? We went to this one church. Someone invited my mom to this church, and the people were dirty. Harry can be the king. Dirty can be the king. The people were spitting up, like when I say spitting up, they brought out newspapers, and the people were like, I don't know if they said they were casting out demons or what, but the people were spitting up on paper. And I remember being a kid. I can't remember how old I was, but I was like, I looked at my mama. I said, we coming back to the church? I don't know. I think we either went once or twice. I don't know. But we never went back. Is that physics, bro? I don't know who it is. I don't know. We got to figure out who that is under the cloak. And we went to some churches where it came time for offering. Some people would walk out, or, as you would bring, they had a tithe table and then they had an offering table. And they would count the money as you were bringing it up here and be like, no, we need more money. Pastor need more money. Pastor need this. Pastor need that. And I'm like, yeah, that pastor had all these gold rings just dripped out and gold chains and everything. I'm like, yeah. We stopped going there. Pastor need a job. And we went to one church. Now, I was an adult by then, and I would visit the church, but it wasn't my church home. Just like now, I have my own church home. My mom has her own church home, right? So I went to a service when it was at nighttime. I don't know if it was Sunday night or what. But the pastor was mad at them for something ridiculous. And I remember he was praying. And he was like, Heavenly Father, whip them, and such and such. I cracked my eye open. I'm like, Mama, do you hear this? Like, you mad and that's how you praying? But will I read your name? How do I pronounce it? Sean, how's it going? Welcome in. Driving a Porsche, demanding your last dime. At my church, I've been going there 14 years. It's been my church home. They never ask for offering during the service. They have boxes outside the auditorium where you can give, and like during announcements, they'll show where if you want to give through the app or whatever. They'll show you how to do it, but they don't pass around a collection plate, and you don't walk up to get offering. My YouTube name is TheRubytulip. Big Game James, how you doing, sir? Welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. But yeah, thank you, James, for the hen heart. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen videos them asking. So I used to watch Joel Osteen, right? Many years ago. I don't know how old I was. I had just become an adult. You headed to a wedding? Oh, I hope you enjoy it, James. Have a good time. You looking all spiffy, looking all dapper. I had to be young. I don't know, 1920. This was a while ago. He wasn't as big as he is now, but I knew about him. And at the time, I didn't have a church home, so I would watch his stuff, see his stuff on TV, and I would send my tithe to his church. And he was coming to DFW, and Maria bought tickets for us to go because she knew I liked him. And we went. Now you have to buy tickets to go to the show, so you paying to go see him. But they took up offering. I want to say it was either 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, we paying to be here, and you taking up offering, not once, twice. I think he took up offering 3 times, and I'm like, this is not okay. And I remember after that, I was like, something just didn't feel right in my spirit. I'm like, we're paying already to be here to show, and you take up offering all those times. Bought tickets with sign 1. Contain exactly in space, which basically means we live in some type of holographic matrix simulation. 99.9999999999999%. Yeah. After that, I was like, no, this ain't it. This is not it. Now, it does require money to run a church, right? And sometimes, they do improvements or expansion, and it requires money. Or there's certain ministries that they do, and it requires money. But you can tell the difference when it's like, oh, they're taking up offering for this certain fund or this certain thing, and they're taking up offering because they want to stuff their pockets. He forgot a 9. I can do that. Okay, so I'll post it in the chat. Tyrone, thank you for the Tablet Sparks. That's it, Johnny. Thank you, Tyrone, for the Tablet Sparks. I appreciate the gift. TikTok has moved stuff around again. They always moving stuff around. I thought atoms are cloud-like, not empty. Some people are overt with it, and people pageantry, yeah. Thank you, Brent, for pinning the comment. I don't know. The thing about it is, I don't understand. Do I like rap music? Yes, I do. I don't understand. If you know God's word and you scamming people, aren't you afraid? Like, you know what the Bible says, and you using the name of God to scam people. Are you not afraid? Like, when you go to sleep at night, are you not worried about your soul? Hanif, how are you? That's what I don't like. We can talk about all kinds of stuff within the church or that happens under the guise of religion, and are you not afraid? Like, you know what the word of God says, and you out here doing the exact opposite, and you're using it, God's name. Are you not afraid? I would be afraid. And on the cloak, I think it's Dr. Doom, new Marvel about to drop, so we can capitalize off that. Constant, how's it going? I would be afraid when I go to sleep at night, like, because you know what you're doing, and you know that God knows what you're doing. He sees what you're doing. I'd be afraid. Taking people's last. Some people will give. Some people will give their last, like they can't even pay their bills, and they giving it to the church. You want to get it worse in the pulpits, yeah. Some people giving their last, they can't even afford to feed themselves, and they giving their last. And this, only care the material world, you can't take it with you. The thing about it is, you know, I know that whatever I do, whether or not someone sees me do it or not, I know that I have to answer to God. I know that maybe I could do something bad and nobody will see me do it. No human will see me do it, but God will see me do it. And that's the person that that's the one that can do something, can really punish me for what I'm doing. Like, it's not worth it. What can people do to you at the most, right? What can people really do to you at the most? But what God can do to you, God has a way of humbling people. He has a way. He knows how to fix a person. He knows how to humble you. I said 5,000. This is 4,500. Yeah. What was I seen that woman? She brought up. She was with her grandson or something like that. She brought up the money. He's like, no, I said such and such amount. This is only such and such amount. She said, well, I'm working on it. And then he like, now don't come up here. Basically, he said, don't come up here if you don't have everything. Now, it's like, them poor people. They probably don't got retirement. They probably need that money for themselves, for their homes, for their families. That's sickening. Like rap music wasn't all right. That's pretty cool. That's sickening. Yeah, you get what you can. I don't know about that. That's sickening. My pastor for a long time, I don't know if he still drives this car, but he had an old Toyota Camry. And I think everybody was thinking like, you know, Pastor, it's okay to buy yourself a car, right? You know, you don't have to drive. He said, I'm going to drive it till the wheels fall off. I don't know if the wheels finally fell off, but he was like, man, you know, you can get something for yourself, right? It's okay. We know you're not using the church money to fund your lifestyle. How about Roz Under the Cloak, bringing news from the Northern Territories of Thailand? I don't know, but the person is real tall. can't tell someone's reason. Can't tell some sermons from it. Yeah. You right about that, Mike. TikTok battle. I'm sorry, y'all. They blowing over there. So, Mr. Friend on my TikTok, um, Physics Bro, he made a little video clip about Tabby Land. So that's what I call my community on TikTok, Tabby Land. YouTube is a part of that too. And so it's Mike and Brent. They are the guardians of Tabby Land. They're my mods. And someone is approaching, and Mike basically asked him, like, what do you want with Queen Tabitha? And Brent is like, only certain people, only those that are pure in heart can approach the throne. And I kind of wave my hand and I say, everyone's all welcome in Tabbyland. But we got to figure out, we need another, that was the first episode. We need episode 2. We need to come up with another plot. So the person is, you just see the back of them walking. They're tall. They have on a cloak, a hood, and a long cape. So we got to come up with a plot. Who is that? Who is that approaching? I thought about it being DT, but DT is a guardian. So we got to... Calypso, how you doing, beautiful? We got to, I don't know. I'm going to think about it today. Thank you for the heart me. EJB said, don't forget Tabby in the news. Okay. You want news? The daily news in Tabbyland? Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on. You're such a joy. Oh, thank you, Calypso. That makes me so happy. That really, really makes me happy. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Kentucky health officials suspect measles outbreak. That's not good. Man. All right, we got another. A new sounder. God, we need a new sounder. All right, y'all. FDA upgrades egg recall linked to salmonella risk. They got a recall on the eggs. So those of y'all that eat eggs, be careful. Midwest Poultry Services to a Class 1 designation, warning of serious health consequences or death. The recall affects nearly 1.6 million dozen cartons linked to a multi-state salmonella outbreak. Be careful, guys. That salmonella is no joke. Yo-yo, my youngest daughter, she got it one time from some cantaloupe. I thought my baby was going to die. It is horrible. It is. Please be careful. Pray over your food. I know sometimes we don't know all the recalls, and you just might happen to eat something that may have recall. Pray over your food. Bless it. Ask God to bless it and to protect your body from anything that could harm it. Pray over your food. Pray over your water. Anything that you're consuming, I need you to pray over it. Bless it. Thank God for it and ask Him to protect you. Right? We also want to be mindful about the recalls too. But sometimes we just may not know. So in that event, we ask God to be with us and to protect us. But just be careful. Be careful. Make sure you're washing your produce thoroughly. If you got time to soak it in some baking soda or some type of wash to clean it, do that. But just always bless your food. Always bless your food. Always pray over it. We're calling everything but the people enabling all this. Yeah. You said it, Mike. Keaton said, why they messing with my eggs? Baking soda and vinegar. I saw this thing. Someone created, it was like a berry washer. It was a clay pot somebody had made. And you send the water, you let the water run through a certain area, and it basically like spins the berries. Yeah, make sure you washing all your fruit and stuff, and just your produce. I'm telling y'all, now's a good time. If you ever thought about growing something, grow you some lettuce. Get you a little. You can do it in a container inside your house, inside your apartment if you don't have that much space. Yeah, especially strawberries. Try to eat what's in season too. Try to eat what's in season. Look up if there's any farms in your area where you can buy from, purchase from. How you doing, Blake? Thank you, Blake. I appreciate you. I use for organic food and vegetable cleaner. How you like it, Charles? Robert, welcome in. Yeah, the August Egg Company is recalling 1.7 million dozen brown, cage-free, and brown certified organic eggs. So these are cage-free and certified organic. Using 992, how you doing? Y'all be careful, okay? Be careful. Okay, so thank you for liking the live. Okay, what else for the news for today? We all heard last night that actress Hayden Panettiere, she passed away. Racing in Jesus came in last night and told us. Yeah, not our Hayden, but it's a different Hayden, the actress. All right, this one is this is an article from Forbes. Yeah, she was 36, young. You think it was self-inflicted? I'm sure you've seen movies with her. She was, maybe you don't know her name, um, but I'm sure you've seen movies with her in it. Never know someone's going through. Yeah, that's very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. She was a child actress. I think she got her start when she was a kid. Thank you, Gino. It's very, very sad. Very sad. Her brother passed a few years ago. She was all, man, that's, I take it back. She was open about her struggles. Yeah. I see Johnny. Sometimes it's the people that seem like they're okay, they're not okay. And a lot of times they may keep just the severity of it, like you said, Mike, to themselves because they don't want to burden anyone. They don't want to cause anyone else distress. So they just try to deal with it the best way they can. The thing about it is life is hard. Sometimes things happen and you just can't get over it. You'll struggle, and there's certain pain that you just, it doesn't go away. You just learn how to live with it. And if you don't have anyone around you or close to you to check on you and just talk to you or help encourage you, and if, like Mr. Friend said, she lost her brother, if you lose the person that you love, it can be so hard. You know, some people, they really, really, really struggle. I think if you lived long enough, I think anyone in this room has been through stuff, and you know how hard it can be. And sometimes you may go through something, you have to, it's a fight every day to pull yourself out of it. Like, you got to make a choice every day. I'm not going to let that consume me. I'm going to try today. Things are going to get better. Like, sometimes you have to talk to yourself. Instead of listening to your thoughts, you got to talk to yourself. I'm going to have a good day. Things are gonna get better. I'm gonna be okay. Even if you're not okay, sometimes you gotta tell yourself, I'm gonna be okay. Things are gonna get better. TJ, how you doing? We prayed for you last night, you and little Travis and your daughters. Turns out you're a great YouTuber. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, TJ, for the gold feathers. All right. I'm gonna read an article from Forbes. This is talking about consciousness and awareness. It came out a few days ago, August 13th. What is the difference between consciousness and awareness? How things in windy Texas? Hot. It's gonna be blistering hot. People often use consciousness and awareness as though they mean the same thing. I understand why. The two are closely related, and in ordinary conversation they can seem interchangeable. But in my experience, the distinction is significant because it determines whether this field of inner work remains conceptual or becomes practical. Consciousness is the light. Awareness is the switch. So consciousness is the light, awareness is the switch. Consciousness is the source of intelligence. Awareness is the act that turns toward experience and allows that light to illuminate what is happening. Once that distinction becomes real for a person, the whole subject becomes easier to live. The light represents what is already available, the deeper presence beneath thought, emotion, and identity. The switch represents the practice of noticing. Without the switch, the room remains dark even though the light is available. Without the light, the switch has nothing to reveal. The anger is already there. The fear is already there, and the ego is already there. Awareness does not create them, it reveals them. That revelation is powerful because once I can see a pattern, I am less likely to be unconsciously run by it. Awareness does not guarantee transformation, but it makes transformation possible by removing the cover of automaticity. What I mean by consciousness is not another thought inside my mind. It is a deeper field of being from which clearer perception becomes possible. That is why I call it the source of intelligence. It is what allows me to observe without immediately collapsing into what I observe. Awareness, by contrast, is the access point. It is the movement of turning toward the present moment and saying, in effect, this is what is happening now. I am noticing the thought. I am noticing the contraction. I am noticing the impulse to defend, to control, to withdraw, to dominate. That noticing is the switch being used. When people blur source and access, practice becomes confused. They start speaking as though understanding the concept of consciousness is the same as living from it. It is not. Many people understand the idea while still leading, reacting, and speaking from the same old automated patterns. The distinction protected us from that confusion. Another important difference is that awareness can remain superficial if it never goes deeper than observation. A person can become very good at describing their patterns while still remaining governed by them. They can say, I know I get defensive, or I know I overwork, but the observing mind remains detached from any deeper shift in being. That's how like a person will like, I know how I am. I know that I do. Like you can point out something but like this hurts me. It's like, oh, I know how I am, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna do anything about it. Observation is not yet transformation. I like that. This is why consciousness is so important. It reminds us that the goal is not merely better self-description. It is deeper contact with a part of me that is not identical to every passing reaction. When awareness opens toward consciousness, there is more room, more patience, and more freedom. Kitai, how you doing? JJ, thank you for the rose. I am not just naming the storm, I am becoming less defined by it. This is especially important in leadership. Leaders often overestimate the value of insight while underestimating the value of embodiment. While knowing what I do is helpful, becoming less ruled by it is far more important. The practical question is how to make awareness more available. My answer is habit. Becoming conscious leaders does require a shift in awareness and our connection to ourselves and our environment. If awareness only appears in dramatic moments, ego will still govern most of my life. But if I repeatedly bring awareness into the ordinary moments of the day, it begins to arrive more naturally when the stakes rise. That means practicing while speaking, listening, traveling, deciding, disagreeing, recovering, and waiting. It means not reserving the inner work for retreats or crisis. It means allowing awareness to become part of the normal architecture of life. Over time, this repetition creates a different default. Reflection shows up earlier, reactivity loosens faster, and identity has little less grip. So the difference between consciousness and awareness is not merely semantic. Consciousness is the light, awareness is the switch. Practice makes the switch easier to reach, and when that movement becomes more automatic, the light begins to shape the way we live. I like that. I like that. I'm going to read that one later. That one is good. Awareness in the ordinary moment is powerful. I'll send it to you. I like that one. Yeah, that kind of relates to renewing your mind spiritually. Yeah, I like that one. That was really, really good. Neuroplasticity, yeah. I like that. I like that topic, neuroplasticity, because a lot of people are like, oh, I've always been this way, can't do anything about it. It's like, no, you could. You're just choosing not to, and you're using that as an excuse. We can all change at any time. Rewriting your brain through habit, positive thinking, yeah. People can change. They say, how did they say an old dog can't learn new tricks? That's not true. That's not true. You could if you wanted to. You want to put that effort. It does take time, you know. If you have a bad habit or something that you just want to change about yourself, it takes time. But the more you do it, the more you practice, it becomes habit. Awareness is not passive, it has to be practiced. Yeah. Yeah. That was a very good article. Very, very good article. James, thank you for the roses. Consciousness is the light, awareness is the switch. This old dog has learned a bunch of new tricks. That's good. That's good. TJ. Great news day. This was Tabby in the news with your latest news moments. Thank you, Mike, for the laughing taco. Thank you, sir, for the gift. I think that it's important to question things, but also question yourself. And be aware of what you're doing and how it affects the people around you. We remember to play. You started yourself. I'm gonna lock the doors. Lock the doors, Mike. Lock the doors. I'm gonna lock the doors. That's so funny. It's funny, but it's not really funny, you know. How you gonna lock somebody inside the church because you want more money? You gonna lock adults inside the church? I mean, locking anybody, but you gonna lock grown adults inside the church because you feel like you need more money? That's what I'm saying. When they do stuff like this, are they not afraid when they go to sleep at night? I'd be afraid, like I did this. I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. I may not wake up. I may wake up somewhere I don't want to be. We do the word hurdle. That's scary when you do something wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's because nah, I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. As good as I try to be, I am not perfect. I will preface with that. But I would say that growing up in the environment that I did, around the people that I did, I could have chose to do a lot more other things. But I always thought, like, I could do this and maybe I wouldn't get caught. But God would see what I'm doing and I know better and God knows that I know better and I could get really punished for doing, like, growing up kids get into all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. That's not right. I know it's not right. I don't want to do that because that is wrong. Even if nobody sees you, God sees what you're doing at all times. So if you're not right, God knows your heart. He knows that you ask yourself, if I do this, I can get away with it. Nobody will see it. No. When you know better, you have to do better. And I think a lot of times when you know better and you don't do better, you'll pay even more than somebody that just didn't know better. Because they convince they don't do anything wrong. I think that's something, you're right about that. Some people, they do wrong and they will convince themselves this isn't wrong, or their they'll justify it. I don't know. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If I gotta do wrong to get it, it's not for me. If I gotta do wrong to, I tell the girls this: if you have to do wrong to get something, it's not from God. If you gotta lie, if you gotta cheat, if you gotta scheme, if you gotta do wrong to obtain whatever it is that you're after, if you gotta step outside of God's will or something that you know God wouldn't have you do, it's not from God. Because when it's from God, it won't come with any of that. You won't have to lie, cheat, steal, scheme. It's like when Charlie tries to hide in 3 inches of grass doing something and I'm looking right at her. Sound like Marnie. How you doing, Reginald? Welcome in. God sees everything. Yes, yeah. Yes, he does. He back home safe? Yeah. I've been wanting to do a series on Talks with Tabby Tip of the Day of just being a good person. Where's Marnie? She's inside, Carl. She inside. Being Marnie. Being a Marnie. So, Charles, we are getting, what's the day? Monday? Tomorrow we're getting a new fur baby, a kitten. My daughter's getting a black kitten. Let's hope Marnie behaves. No, she would be out here with me if I let her. I'm in the shade, but there's too many cars around here. She don't know how to listen and stay put. She would want to run off. So, yeah, she inside being a Marnie. Being a Marnie. She inside being a Marnie. That's what I say. What the, how you doing using 992? Marnie is an ejector being a Marnie. What did Marnie doing? What that dog, my mom be like, what did, when I'm at home, what the dog doing? What that Marnie doing being a Marnie? All right, y'all. We're doing the word hurdle on YouTube. Let's start off with dream. Being a Marnie birthday is on September 1st. I want to make her a little treat or something, or maybe I'll go get her ice cream. I don't know. I want to make her feel special that day. Not that she already don't get spoiled, but I don't know. I want to take her to experience something new that day. Marnisha Renee G. That chick. A pup cup, yeah. Marnie gonna be the problem. I think it's gonna be the cat. Really? I thought about that. A box of mice? No. No, that's cruel, TJ. Um, I'm hoping because Ilse had babies before. She had a litter before I got her fixed. I'm hoping that she'll see it's a baby and that she will accept it. I'm hoping. Yeah, you're right about that. I'm hoping. Chick-fil-A gives. Really? Gives us for free? I'm hoping that Ilse will accept her. I'm praying. I can see Ilse being like, Tata, who baby is this? This ain't none of mine. Where you get the baby from? Who baby this is you done brought up in my house? I'm not taking care of it. Skibbity power in the tiny house. Who baby is this you done brought up in here? This ain't none of mine. Yeah, we'll go live on Marnie's birthday. We'll go live on Marnie's birthday. Yaya's birthday is next month too. She'll be 19, September 28th. I'm so excited for my baby. Whenever it's Yaya and Yo-Yo birthday, I get super excited. I want to do things, go out and spend all the money so they can just have a good time. And that's how we found out Ilse was a racist. No. Like, no, Ilse Junior was a black cat. Her baby, the first one that came out was a black cat. That's so funny. Ilse got black toe beans, you know. Some of her little paws is black. Her little toe beans, you know, they call the little paws toe beans. Some of her little beans are black. Ilse mix. Yeah. It's so funny. So I didn't know I didn't know that a cat can have different baby daddies. And so she had 5 babies. Junior was the only black one. So her daddy was someone else. And I knew her daddy. He was hanging out around the house. And then the other 4, 2 of them were the light gray color, and the other 2 looked kind of like Ilse. So I'm like, hey, where this black one come from, Ilse? And I looked it up. It said they can have kittens from a different father in the same litter. Cat daddy. Kitten daddy. That's my kitten daddy. My morning going good, Jay. How your hives? How you feeling? How's your skin? Maybe today be better than. Ooh, we got first. Ours in the right spot. Scrub. Ooh, shrub. There we go. We're off to a good start today. Thank you, Mr. Friend. We're off to a wonderful start. Second word starts with the S. What about steam? Ronnie, welcome in. Y'all want to help us out on YouTube? We're doing the word hurdle. We need a 5-letter word. Starts with S. It's a lot better. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad you're feeling. I'm glad it's better, Jay. That's wonderful. That is good. boil? Okay, okay. Should I go to YouTube? You can if you want to play the working with us. Oh, that's not it. Elsie made a stop in Ellis. Elam. Deep Elam. She made a stop in Deep Elam. Thank you, Johnny. Spiky. Oh, there no P. I was gonna say swim, but there's no M. Hmm. Joe, welcome in. Swing? That's a good one. Swing. Okay, that's not it. Let's see. Maybe it's SK. SK. SKI. SKI. Oh, I don't know. Sniff? What about sniff? SNIFF. SNIFF. Yeah, what about sniff? Darius, welcome in. What y'all think about sniff? Try sniff. Ooh, there we go. Okay, we got everyone. Yeah. We're doing good today, guys. We're doing very good. Third word starts with the S. What about shape? Okay, we got an A in there. Space, but there no P and no E. How you doing, Michelle? Welcome in. How are you doing today? How was your night? Shaker. It had no H. You see how it's not highlighted? If you can't see the blacked out letters at the bottom, just whatever letters not highlighted at the top, they're not in the word. All right, TikTok. We got another word. It starts with the S. S is the first letter to the word. It's S, and then there's an A somewhere in there. We need a 5-letter word. 5-letter. What about stars? It's well, no, that's not on. A is not right there. I know, William. It's so sad to hear that. Sugar? Okay, let's try it. Sugar. Give me some sugar. Okay, so the word starts with S, it ends in R. The A, so it has to be S-A, because there's nowhere else for the A to go. S-A blank blank R. No. The A has to go, the A has to be in the second spot. S-A, good job, Mike. Baby, welcome in. Sandy. There R is at the end. Savor. Oh, that's not it. Mm. We need another vowel, right? So, and the person he was talking to about, the person he was talking about, who was on the person, I watched some of it. Oh, I'm surprised of those y'all, because TJ, he watched it too. Avian, how you doing? What other vowel could be? Do we need another vowel? There's no other one. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so life is short. She did not deserve that. She trusted those. Yeah, it's sad. The area that we lived in is a bad area. It's like one of the worst areas to live in. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I knew it was bad, but I didn't realize how hood it was until I left. Like that was not that was a very dangerous area. And I worked at one of the most dangerous spots that there was. To cover his own deceit, the first thing he did was give up everyone. Yeah, I don't know. When my mom and stepdad got married, we moved to a very dangerous area, dangerous part of town. I had to switch schools. The schools that had to switch to, it was definitely like a downgrade, a step down from where I was going. And there's no way I would have like allowed Yaya, if Yaya would have told me she was gonna work in that same area, that place that I was, um, I'd be like, absolutely not. Like my life was constantly in danger, like for real, especially working at the check cashing place. And I worked overnight. It was so dangerous. It's not that it was normal, but I just didn't realize. Like now that I'm a mom, I'm like, ain't no way. And I was young. Like when I got my car and I was working, I was 15. I didn't even have my driver's license yet. I had my permit, and I was driving around that area, going back and forth to school and work. Ain't no way I would let Yaya or Yo do that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I would let Yaya Yo be in that area. I don't even go to that area. I don't even like going to that area. I like they got the food places, the little hole in the wall places, Mexican seafood places. The good ones I know over there. I don't go over there at all. The high school I went to was dangerous. What letter can come before R? Mm, I don't know. S-A blank blank R. Sugar. No, no, sugar is up there. This word is gonna be something stupid. mm, satire. Let's see. I'll look it up. Yeah. Satire is a male nature spirit in Greek mythology. You wanna try it? Ooh, thank you, Brent. We were not going to guess that one. Yay, that was a hard one. I said, watch it be something stupid. Mike said, kind of comes from. How you doing, Stream Studio? Welcome in, Johnny. How's it going? Mike said, watch it be something stupid. What about? Uh, that's so funny. mm, great. So T is at the end. A is either the third or first spot. Mobile phone world, his platform. All right, I'll see you, Stream Studio. Don Juan Esquire, how are you? Prez, welcome in. Treat. There's no E. Good morning to you, Jane. Thank you for the roses. Yeah, R is not the second one. Mm, what about heart? Heart. No E. Ah, I'm doing good. How are you? How you doing, Prez? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Prez. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Prez. Yay. What you got planned today? Y'all wish Prez a happy birthday. How old you turning, Prez? 22? You 22 today? I think you turned 22, right? 22. Prez is celebrating his 22nd birthday, y'all. Let's show him some love. Mm. What about later? L or A can't be right there. Charles from YouTube say happy birthday. In dialysis right now. You gonna get you some birthday cake later on? Chart. That's a good one. There we go. ART is the last, so we just gotta. Mm, Don Juan said, "Happy birthday to you. You been partying all weekend? Make sure you drinking water. Make sure you drinking water. Eating something too. Mm, no alcohol. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That made me happy. I'm happy to hear that. You had the lettuce? Did you really? Bart? I thought about that. What about apart? AP. It is another A, but apart. APART. You had the lettuce? Is your stomach okay? Oh, that ain't it. Quart. 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 Not that kind. Oh, okay. You can tell that I'm not. I don't do none of that stuff because. Oh my gosh. He's not that contrary. Oh, you mean the devil lettuce sticky? That's so funny. I'm over. Prince gonna go tell everybody Celine's were on Coconut Island. Island's been worse than the devil lettuce nowadays. It's crazy. Oh, my stomach hurt. I'm like, I'm like, your stomach okay? Oh my gosh. Because Mr. Friend, it is Prez's birthday. Look at Mike. It's Prez's birthday on TikTok. And he said he'd been partying all week, and I thought he meant, like drinking. He said no drinking, he had the lettuce. And I'm like, talking about like regular lettuce. And I'm like, your stomach okay because of Cyclospore? He's like, no, not that lettuce. Oh my gosh. Man, yo, you would love me too. I ain't tell you, okay? Say happy birthday to Prez. Happy birthday. Yo, say happy birthday. He said, don't tell nobody Prez. We already got explained too much over here. It's Prez's birthday, yo. And I sang him happy birthday. I said, what are you going to do? You celebrate your birthday? He said he been partying all weekend. And I'm thinking he didn't have himself something to drink. He said, no. I had some lettuce. And I'm thinking he talking about salad. I said, your stomach okay? He said, no, not that lettuce. He talking about the other type of green. Cosmic, how you doing? Desmond said, hi, yo. Man, it's real tough. That's a little laugh. Oh, my birthday race. I hope it's a memorable. Today is a memorable. You gonna skateboard? That is so funny. Him laugh that needle out. I hope enjoy your birthday. I hope I made your day today, friends. I needed it. Oh, you can tell I'm very green. Like I don't know. I don't be knowing. That's so funny. I really am like, we've been reading a lot about lettuce lately. I'm thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. If you guys want to rewatch it, you can go on YouTube and watch it live again. That's so funny. What about? Oh, it's okay. Let's see. Let's see. We got an I. The I is the third letter. We got an N and a Y in there. Is windy a word? Windy? R-I. No. That's not gonna work. I thought windy. W-I-N-D-Y. Mm, I-N-Y. Okay. Ooh. I don't think they'll have that word, Michelle. And they don't use it. I-N-Y. Mm, but I can't be the second letter. It's the third letter. No. It's just cause of the word you put. And sometimes they don't look at names. They just read in the comments. It's night, but it's not right there. There's no S in the word. Cruz, welcome in. You can't be second. How you doing, Cruz? Jane, thank you for liking the live. What about uh what about lying? Pre-block stress disorder. PBSD. You don't use your other skateboard? No. You don't? Really? What about lying? I'm used to seeing the word. I just react. Lying. Yo, yo, don't put your phone right there because it's gonna get hot. How you doing, Shane? Welcome in. That reminds me, Yo-Yo starts school today. She gonna be mad at me. I'm good. I'm doing very good. Oh, okay, okay. We got one more guess. It is hot. It's very hot. Dying. It could be dying. What other word could it be? What about eyeing? It's EYING, right? Eyeing or dying? I hear you. You're trying to learn her little tricks. Which one? Y'all take a vote. Dying. See or no? See? Eyeing, dying, fine. Be okay. Oh, that's not it. Jeez. Okay, let's go back in. That wasn't it. Dying. It's okay. As we keep going, they're gonna get harder and harder. We're not gonna be able to keep up our streak. That's okay. We're playing for fun. Either we play, or we could try to beat our scores. I don't know. It's okay. Yeah, yeah. Don't leave your phone right there. Put it next to your drink so it won't be in the sun and overheat. Okay. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. We still did good. Rebella, how you doing, beautiful? We did good still. We did good. It's getting harder now. Yo, yo, it's okay. She getting mad. She trying to land her little. I don't know if she trying to do an ollie or what she doing. Thank you, Rebella, for the heart and heart. Thank you, man. Thank you for the hand hearts. Go back in and get it. 1, 2, 3, high five. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Rebella, for the hand hearts. I appreciate you. Gym time, okay, Mike. Yo-Yo and Yaya, their nicknames. So Yo-Yo's name is Yor, Yoreh. It means early rain. And Yaya's name is Yanis. Yanis. It means gift from God. Both of their Yaya's middle name comes out in the Bible, and Yo-Yo's name comes out in the Hebrew translation of the Bible in Deuteronomy. Yanis and your nephew names Yaya. Yeah, Yaya and Yo-Yo. Yeah, she get upset. She get real mad. So Yo-Yo, I shared with you guys like the other day. I asked them about their emotions and how often they feel certain emotions. Yo-Yo says she experiences like anger on a pretty regular basis, and that's not an emotion that I deal with regularly. So I'm learning how to help her deal with her emotion, that emotion, because it's not something that I experience. Like, I don't experience that frustration often. So, y'all got any tips, things to help me out? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, sometimes when she's upset, I try to talk to her, or just, she's like, Mom, I just want to be left alone. So I say, okay, I'll leave you alone. Okay. His real name is Zachariah. Oh, okay, okay. That's cool. How you doing, Kai? Welcome in. Oh, really? Yeah, see, that's not, I don't ever experience anger. I wouldn't even say I get experience it once a week, maybe a few times a month at most. So I don't really, because it comes up so frequently, just like frustration when trying to do something or something is not turning out the way she wants. And I don't know how to, like, how do you help with that? But not at all how it used to be. How you doing, Kai? I wouldn't say anger issues. Not, it's not an issue, but it's like, how do you help navigate? How do you help them navigate sports? I don't know. I think sports kind of made it, added a little more to it. Martial arts. You have some tips? Yeah, I need all the tips. Okay. So yeah, she just, so a lot of the frustration comes when she's trying to do something and um it's not coming out the way she wants, and she get mad. And she been like that since she was little. Like when Yo-Yo was a baby, she would get frustrated and she would bang her head on stuff, like hit her head on stuff, and people would see it. They'd be like, "Is she okay?" And I'm like, "She just does that." And as she gotten older, she like she doesn't throw stuff, break stuff, or anything like that. But she just get mad. I could tell she upset, and I don't understand it because, like I said, I don't ever feel angry. Something serious has to happen. She gonna speak to someone outside of mama perfectionist. Who perfectionist? Me? Oh no, she definitely not. Definitely not, Mr. Friend. No, she definitely not. Speak to Yaya. I don't know. She does. Her and Yaya have a great relationship, and Yaya is able to help her under. Like Yaya is able to like help her. Um, the thing about it is what sucks is just like her dad is like that, and in a lot of ways, she has a lot of his emotional things, and but she's the one. She's around me. She's with me. And every so often, she may go visit with her dad, but he's not around to really help her manage that. And she, I don't think she even feels comfortable like expressing all of her emotions with him. No, I'm telling you guys this. I'm not saying that to her. I'm sharing that with you guys. I'm not saying she's not over here. She can't hear me saying that. Yeah, I am very big on you don't speak negatively about the other parent. I don't, I'm very big on that. But she's also getting older too, and she forming her own opinion. And I try to just be positive, and but both both of my girls, Yaya and Yo, they're just not like me. They're kind of they aren't as forgiving as I am, and they're not as understanding. They're a little bit more tough, and they just kind of call it how they see it. And I'm just like, give a little grace, it's okay. And they're like, nah. How you doing, Tim? Welcome in. I landed $3. You did? Yay! I saw one of them. She landed 3 ollies. 3 of them. Good job, yo yo. From Virginia Beach. But they both tell me, Mama, I'm not like you. Like if I try to tell them to be a little bit more understanding or look at it from a different perspective, they both say, Mama, you're too nice. No, Mama, you let people take advantage. No, Mama, they knew what they were doing. No, Mama. I'm just like, I had to tell them, like, I don't expect you to be like me, but I just want you to just, I don't know, give a person the benefit of the doubt. They're like, yeah, you can only do that so many times. So I don't know. They're both kind of tough when it comes to stuff. Ooh, when Yo-Yo was younger, I think she would get kind of frustrated because she couldn't express herself. Like her mind was working and she understood, but she couldn't. She didn't have the vocabulary to fully express herself. So I think she'd get frustrated. It take her one time to hear a new word and she able to use it. I'm like, Yo-Yo, where did you hear that? Where did you learn that? Mike, welcome back in. All right, y'all, I'm gonna head out. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Gonna go inside and check on everybody. All right, Mr. Friend, I'll see you. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Thank you, Brent and Mike, for keeping Tabby Lynn safe. I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I send y'all my love. Make sure you drink water if you gotta be outside, okay? Drink water, try to stay cool, eat you some fruit. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Mike. I hope you enjoy your time at the gym. All right, y'all. I send y'all my love. I'll be back on. Tonight is movie night, so we got to come up with a movie. With the movie. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Desmond. God bless you. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good day. If you're at work, I pray your work day goes by well. It's going right out the window. Ah, you walk into the gym? Ah, it's too hot for you, Mike. Too hot for you to be walking. All that chocolate gonna melt right in the sun. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all. Bye bye. Is it been much hotter? Hold on, before you go, I need one person to give me an unfollow and refollow. Unfollow and refollow. Don't be surprised, Mike, when the ladies start slowing down. There's like the ladies start slowing down as they driving past you. They're like, he gonna melt at any moment. I'm gonna be right here ready. Thank you, Brent. Okay, guys. I'll see y'all later, all right? Bye bye. Bye, y'all.